Hey guys, it's me. Just this little bit. Hey, I'm back. Back from vacation, and it is Sunday. I'm a few minutes late. I had to let my phone charge. I realized I hadn't charged my phone at all. So I am back. I am refreshed. I am burned. I went to the Virgin Islands, and it was very, 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 very hot. So, hi Hashem. So, I was telling everybody I went to the Virgin Islands for vacation all last week. I'm a little burned here. I went to St. Thomas, and I went to Tortola in St. Thomas, and then I went to Nassau. And it was so hot, which doesn't bother me, but I used a sunblock that was recommended to me because my lips here are very sensitive to the sun. So I put this zinc oxide on my lips, and oh God, it did not do what it was supposed to do. Actually, I was allergic to it, like I'm allergic to a lot of stuff. A lot of the sunblock I can't use because I'm allergic to it. I can put it on my body, but I can't put it on my face. And I put that crap on my face and on my lips, and oh gosh, they blew up like a balloon. My lips swelled. All around my lips swelled from that zinc oxide. So, when you go on vacation, do not use zinc oxide, okay? I can't use it. Hey, Fred, and probably many of us of color probably cannot use that. I just have very sensitive lips, and I was trying to protect them, and I put that stuff on my lips down there in Virgin Islands, and oh my gosh. So I'm a little chocolate, a little extra chocolate today, but that's okay. Chocolate is all right. So I hope you guys had a great week. I am very rested, so it was a very much needed vacation. I needed to get away so badly. So it was great. If you've never been to the Virgin Islands, you might want to go. It's just breathtakingly beautiful. Hey, Renice, it's just very, very beautiful there. Hot, cool breeze all the time. It's just a paradise. They have some of the most beautiful beaches in the world in the Virgin Islands. So check out St. Thomas, just beautiful. Tortola, very beautiful. And of course, Nassau. And hey, it's our people all down there. Just amazing to me. Going down there, everywhere you go in the Caribbean, it's us. Brown, beautiful people everywhere you go. All of St. Thomas is black. All of Tortola is black. Of course, Nassau, Bahamas, all black. It's just us everywhere. And, it's just, I love that. I love going, hey, Renice, good morning to you. I love going down there, seeing us everywhere. I took a bus, like a taxi. Hey, Tracy. Hey, I took a taxi when I was in St. Thomas, and so we took a taxi to Megan's Bay, and so I'm just giving you a little bit of the trip. It was really fun though, but so I was the only black person on this little taxi going to Megan's Bay. Actually, there may have been 3-4 of us on the entire beach that I saw. It's just amazing. But so we were taking this taxi. So you passing the brothers and stuff on the street and everything. You passing people on the street, and they wave at me, and they nod their head at me. And I enjoyed it. Tracy, was wonderful. I needed that. I could have used 14 days. So we're gonna work on that next time instead of 7. Try to be gone like 14 days. I could have used another. It took a whole week for me just to unwind. So, but anyway, so we're on this taxi. We're driving down there to the bay, and they were waving at me. And so, all the white people looking like, oh, they're waving at you. I was like, yeah, they're waving at me because I'm black. They're giving, me respect, And so they, everybody's quiet, It was just so tripped out. But all of us, color, all down the Caribbean, that's all you see is us. So I love that. I love just seeing us everywhere, Sometimes we're disregarded as a people, but those islands is full of us, and everything beautiful there is from us, and everything that's lovely, and everybody's going down there to visit. They're visiting us. They're visiting our culture, our music, our food, our everything that's painted and everything that's decorated there is us, and we're beautiful. We're beautiful, Black people. It was just wonderful seeing that, and it just reminded me of how awesome we are, how beautiful we are, how cold-blooded we are, as a people. Everywhere we go is beautiful. Something that really bothered me, and this is not even what I wanted to talk about, but I'm just going to touch on it since I got y'all here. I was looking, as we ride through the little towns and stuff, some of the areas are very oppressed, and then you hear people buzzing like all through the taxi. Oh, look at these areas, they're so oppressed, and it just was really pissing me off, Yeah, but you down here visiting these areas. You're visiting us. You're visiting our culture. You're enjoying our culture, our music. It just really bothered me. And it made me question that even all the way down to St. Thomas, all the way down to Tortola, all the way down to the Bahamas, you run across the same communities that are, little ghetto communities. Even all the way there, Chicago, Philly, everywhere you go, you run into this same problem. Why is that? Because, you got to question that. Why is that? Why are all of these areas, I don't care where you go, you're going to find areas like that. Why is that? That we as a people are oppressed wherever we are, whether that's Africa, whether that's Virgin Islands, whether that's Bahamas, whether that's Trinidad, whether that's Haiti, wherever we are, there are areas where we are oppressed. You can see that we are oppressed. And, you got to question that. You got to say, why is that? Why are we being so oppressed as a people everywhere you go? And then you've got people of other nationalities that are coming down here to enjoy us, to enjoy our culture, to enjoy everything that we are. Getting their hair braided, getting their French braids. I was like, what? Getting French braid, that's us. That's our culture. That's all us. They want to be, our color, laying out in the sun, to be tan like us, because we're beautiful. We are beautiful. So I'm a little extra chocolate. I'm an extra dark. Oh my gosh. But hey, Black is beautiful. We said that back in the 70s, but that mess is true. We are gorgeous people, inside and out, very passionate people. And we are, and I know I talked about this all last summer, but I just got to touch on it again, y'all. We are Judah. That is who we are. Blacks here in America, we are Judah. We are Israel. All the Blacks, we are Israel. All people of color, we are Israel. That is who we are. And so our culture, whether that be Black, whether that be Jamaican, whether that be Haitian, whether that be African, whether that be Dominican, whatever the color is, people of color, we are beautiful. We are Israel. And everything that we do is wonderful. Everything that we do, our music, our dance, our movement, it is to be celebrated. It is to be honored and celebrated, because I'm telling you, almost 5,000 people on a cruise ship was coming down to embrace and relax in our culture, relax in our music, So that's not to be dismissed or disregarded, even though they like to disregard us. But we cannot be disregarded. We are beautiful people. We are to be honored. We are to be loved. We are to love ourselves, embrace our own culture, embrace each other. We are wonderful. We the bomb, y'all. We the bomb. Okay? It's just the truth. So we're not to be disregarded. Stop disregarding each other. Or stop, we disregard this race. We got division in our own race, that's stupid. And that's created by the enemy and by those elite that are controlling everything to cause division within our own race. fighting and killing each other. That is the most ridiculous thing in the world. But that was put in the culture on purpose so that we kill each other. I mean, come on, think about how wonderful we are. They're killing black men and harvesting their organs on the black market. That's how cold we are. That's how cold the black man is. His organs, his heart's supposed to be stronger than any other race, so his body, he's made athletic. So they're killing them on purpose and harvesting their organs, our hearts, our livers, all of that. This is true. This is not a movie. That movie, Get Out, that's not just a movie. You have to remember, movies imitate life. So the things you see on movies, it's not just a movie. Stop dismissing that stuff and stop saying, oh, that's just conspiracy talk. That's just, oh, they just say that. No, it's not just conspiracy talk. That stuff is true. It is real. It is true. It's not just talk, y'all. Okay? They put the things in the movie. They're hiding in plain sight. That is what Luciferians, that is their motto. Hide in plain sight. So those that are running the big movie houses, these people worship Satan and they are Luciferians. And this is what they do. They hide the truth right in front of your face because they figure, oh, they stupid. They're not going to read. They're not going to open a book. They believe whatever we tell them. And that's what they think about us. That, we're the biggest consumers, so, we put it in front of them. If we tell them in a movie that this looks good or whatever, hey, Tony, then they'll say, oh, they'll buy it. They'll buy it. If we tell them that this is the new style, they'll go for it. That's what they think about us, and so they hide in plain sight everything that they're doing to us, everything that they're going to do to us. The stuff that they have in place for the future, they put it all in a movie and put it right in front of your face. And they figure you'll dismiss it anyway. But no, these things are true. When they put these things in the movie, that's on purpose so that you'll know. They have, part of their little motto is that they got to tell you. They have to put it out there. So they hide it in plain sight. So those things that they put in the movies, all that stuff is true. All that stuff is real. So yeah. That movie, yeah, it may have been over the top, Get Out, but not so much over the top because they're doing that for real. So when you see young black men coming up missing, they're getting shot all over the United States, man. This is all over the United States they're doing this, not just in Chicago, not to mention the crap they put on the news about the inner city and blah, blah, blah. And they're shooting here and they're shooting there. And yeah. But they put on the news what they want you to see. So they want to paint this horrible picture about the black man. He violent, and he out here, he's shooting up everything. They shoot up each other and blah, blah. They put a lot of this stuff in the media to paint a negative picture, dark picture about the black man, the black woman. She's so violent. She's angry. She's an angry black woman. And she's to be used and disregarded and taken advantage of and not to be valued and all of that. So they put all that stuff in the movies. They put all that on the media. They put all that on the news so that you won't even respect yourself. So you won't even respect your people so that you'll clutch your purse when you walk past the black man on the street. So you'll be afraid of your own people. It's garbage. It's lies. Much of it's lies. And that's done on purpose so that you'll hate yourself. So you'll hate yourself. You'll hate your own color. That you won't even want to identify with black. That you'll go get you a white woman. That you'll go get you a white man and think that you've stepped into something great because you did. I mean, come on. That's garbage. It's to make you disregard and hate yourself as a people. Hey, Dominic. It's all propaganda, but it's all designed. The ghettos are designed the way they are designed on purpose. It's to isolate a people, to make you feel that you're nothing, that you don't matter, that you are to not even be respected, that you walk into a room full of white people, you would drop your head. That's garbage. That's crazy. But that's to make you feel like that about yourself, and I mean, we are wonderful. We have one of the most beautiful cultures in the world. All people of color. I mean, our culture, our music. Oh my gosh. I mean, our music, our Jamaican music. I mean, all our sound. Our culture. It is to be celebrated, and it is being celebrated. When they go on vacation, they're coming to see you. They're coming to embrace your culture. They're coming to, enjoy the beautiful beaches that are in our places of culture, our neighborhoods, our beaches. That's us. All down in the Virgin Islands, that's us. Going down there, it made me appreciate even more who I am. It made me appreciate even more my color, my full lips, my hips, my color, my hair. It made me embrace all of that even the more, because that's what makes us beautiful. We don't have to go and get injections in our lips. We got them naturally. You know what I'm saying? We don't have to go put stuff in our behinds because we already got that, as women. So women, I want to tell you, black woman, you are beautiful. All of that making you feel degraded. And black men, come on, we got to appreciate our black women even more. Black women get treated like dirt, and so they're feeling like they got to go embrace another culture, that they got to, go get someone of another race, whether he's white, whether he's whatever, they feel like they got to do that because they're not loved and appreciated and respected by the black man. And you get a black man, he gets status, basketball players, they'll go get a white woman like they've arrived. And when I see that, I understand that is a man who really doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know who he is. He doesn't know where he's from. He has no sense of value of his own culture, of who he is in his DNA. He don't even know none of that. He doesn't understand what society has created and the image that they've created in order to control him, going all the way back to slavery, when the slave owner would come in and take the black woman and rape her, or put a bag over her head, over a black mother's head, and put a bag over a black man's head and make them have sex together. So a mother, she's sleeping with her son, she's sexing her son, she don't even know it, And so these things we don't even know as a people. They took our babies and put them, fed them to the alligators down in New Orleans. You can buy pens down there that have a little ink pen that has a little baby. It has an alligator on it, little baby holding the alligator. You can buy pens down there in Louisiana right now because of that. So they did that to us. But it was to disregard us. You hear people say, "Hey, Enoch," and I know y'all, I'm off on this whole thing, but that's kind of where I'm at, you hear people say, well, slavery was a long, long time ago. How can you still be talking about slavery? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Slavery was for 400 years, y'all. 400 years. Let's think about what happens within 400 years. Okay, let's say, what happens in 400 years? A generation is what, 50 years? So every generation, you got 50 years is a generation. So you got 400 years. So you are talking about destroying generations. 400 years. You're destroying generations. So you are destroying the way people think. You're completely programming generations. So 400 years of programming, 400 years of telling you you're nothing, you don't matter, treating you like cattle, treating you like animals. 400 years of this now. Come on, let's think 400 years of this. So you're treated like an animal. Okay, treated like an animal, like cattle, knocking your teeth out, putting you in locks and things like they do a cow, feeding you like this, treating you like cattle, mating you like you're an animal. Okay, so treating you like this for 400 years, raping your wives, raping the women, destroying the family, the foundation of what. Okay, I don't know what happened there, but destroying what family is, and you're gonna tell me to disregard it like it didn't happen? Are you kidding me? How do you reverse 400 years of culture that's destroyed? Tell me, how do you reverse that? How can you reverse that? So when I see blacks in oppressed neighborhoods all the way over to Virgin Islands, I mean, that's a long ways from here. And I see the same thing going on there, that's going on here, that's going on in Philly, that's going on in New York, that's going on in California. Same ghettos are in California. You got the same ghettos in the Hispanic neighborhoods in California. Same thing. You got ghettos in the Dominican. Okay, you got ghettos in Haiti. You got ghettos in Africa. Why is that? Why is that? So you got a whole people, you got 12 tribes of Israel that are all being oppressed at the same time all across the world. Come on, y'all. This is by design. This is by design. So this is so that we'll hate ourselves. Why is that? Because we're a powerful people. That's why. Because we're a powerful people. And this goes all the way back to Egyptian times, all the way back to Israel times, and we start worshiping all kinds of weird, crazy stuff. And so when you start worshiping other things outside of the Lord, that brings a curse on you. And so we've been cursed. I mean, man, it's ongoing. Slavery didn't just begin in the United States. Slavery was going on all the way back in biblical times. So, all those, when you read the Bible and it talks about this people being oppressed and Israel was oppressed, that was us they were talking about. That's us. That's not the fake Jews, the white Jews that are running the world. That's not them. That was not them. Okay, they got money. When you read the Bible, those people in the Bible that were oppressed, that was not them. They didn't have no money. They had money, then they lost it. Then they were enslaved again and enslaved again. That was us. So we have got to stop hating ourselves. I feel like when you know better, you do better, right? You know better, you do better. So to hate ourselves and, gang banging and all of that stuff, and I know the original picture for what they would consider a gang was supposed to be an organization where we build each other up. But we've strayed far from that model. So, GDs and all of that, the foes and all of that. Y'all strayed far from the original model. So now you're just feeding into the propaganda of killing each other. That's what they want because they ain't got to do it. So they figure, well, we'll let them kill each other over there. And then we'll put chemtrails in the sky over here. And then we'll put all of the poisons in the food because, we don't got no money. So they'll go and they'll buy anything to eat, So all the poisons they put in the food, that's to cause diabetes and high blood pressure and gastrointestinal issues and all the other stuff and cancer. We'll put all of that stuff, chemicals in the food. Read your labels. When you read a label and it's this long, that's a bunch of crap in there that you shouldn't even be eating. Poison in your system, poison in your body. This is all by design. So that you stay asleep. All of them chemicals and stuff in that food, it keeps you dull, keeps you dumbed down, and then you'll get sick and then you go to the doctor and then they're going to give you all these poisons and medications and all of that stuff. And all that stuff is going to keep you dumbed down, drugged up, doped up, so you're never alert. And so stuff is going on all around you and you're just not aware because you sleep. You sleep. And so then you see the brother over there and you're like, I can't stand. Look how they dress. Look how they doing this. And so it's always to make you down your own people. Hate yourself. Looking in the mirror and hating yourself. Hating your culture. Why was I born this color? I hate that I was born this color. What? You're royalty. Always was, always will be. Kings and queens, always. It's just who you are. And they know that. And so that's why they created a system, a demonic system to place you in it. And so that all of our communities are broke down and run down. And it's because of how we see ourselves. Because they tell you, you don't have a culture. You don't have an identity. That is the biggest lie. The biggest lie. I mean, come on, all the greatest, most powerful, most wonderful inventions of the world, all over the world, we created. And that's how powerful we are. That's how awesome we are. And I didn't even want to talk about this. I haven't even prayed, y'all. This is not even where I wanted to go, but it bothered me when I saw that. And when I see droves and droves of all these other nationalities, and I'm being nice when I'm saying other nationalities, coming down to these beautiful islands to see us, to embrace us, and to embrace because that's what they're doing. When they come down and they're enjoying our culture and our music and our dance and our movement and all of that, they are embracing us, whether they want to know it or not. Going and getting French braids and all that, they're embracing us and our culture. When, I watched some fashion show and I saw these Caucasian women and they had French braids in their hair. I was like, and they talk about, oh, it's cornrows, like it's something new. Give me a break. That's us. We've been doing that for hundreds of years. Are you kidding me? That's our culture. That's us. These beautiful big lips, that's us. We the bomb. And so I just wanted to tell you, stop hating us. We are the awesomest thing that there is on this planet. Okay? I mean, to show you how awesome we are, our Lord and our Savior is a man of color. Okay, read the Bible. It says he got hair like wool. They say, oh, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Well, obviously it mattered because he put it in the book. It's in the book on purpose. Hey, how you doing, girl? He put it in the book on purpose. Why did he put it in the book? Because he knew that we as a people would lose our identity, that our identity would be stripped from us on purpose so that we would not know who we are. So he had to put it in the book so that, because we are the very spiritual people, always have been. Sometimes we've been off on the wrong side, worshiping some other stuff that we shouldn't have been worshiping, like Thoth and all this other stuff. And, the sun gods, Ra, we was off all into all of that craziness. And just so some of us know that some of us that are off into all of that, those are demons that you worshiping, just so you know. So you're worshiping demons, Thoth and Ra and Zeus and what was the other one's name? I can't even think of all their names. But anyway, my mind's drawing a blank right now. But all of those things that we were worshiping then, that we're worshiping now, all those Egyptian gods that we were worshiping then, those Egyptian gods were demons. Well, they were fallen angels that they came down and they taught us a lot of stuff, a lot of technology and how to build the pyramids and taught us all this stuff. But hey, they are now demonic spirits. And that's what they were then. They were fallen principalities. What you want to call them is what the Bible calls them, principalities or archons, or that's another name for rulers, constellations and all that stuff. But that's what you got a group of black people now that is worshiping that stuff, and Horus, that's the name I couldn't. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Horus, they worship Horus and Thoth and Ra and Zeus and all of those things that they worshiped back in Egyptian days. Okay, those things are all fallen demonic spirits, and they taught us a lot. They taught us how to read the stars, which was astrology, which is wicked because it's drawing knowledge from another source outside this forbidden. Okay, so all the stuff that we didn't got into all this stuff from way back then. It's nothing different. There's nothing new under the sun. So all that stuff we was worshiping then, we're worshiping now, but it's demons. It's all demonic. So I just want to tell you that. And but we have to wake up. Wake up as a people. It's not even what I wanted to talk about. I really wanted to talk about the completeness of man marriage. However, I don't think I'm going to get into that today. Maybe I'll just say one little thing about that. One little thing. But hey, I just wanted for us to wake up as a people, embrace who we are, embrace your color, embrace all of that. Black man, they want your body. They want your organs. They want all of that strength that you have. They want that. They want you to disregard your black woman and go get you a woman of another color. They want you to go get you a white woman or some other color woman, Chinese or whatever. They want you to go do that. Because they don't want you to value that black woman. Who is more powerful than a black woman? I mean, are you kidding me? They want you to disregard her. Why would you want to do that? When I see that, I know you don't know who you are. I know you need to wake up. Disregard any woman of color. Are you kidding me? Why would you want to do that? For what? What you gonna get better than her? There is nothing better. Nothing. So I just want us to wake up as a people. Wake up to who we are as a people. We are the bomb out here. Hey, Roz, we are the bomb out here. Hey, Alan, we have to wake up, Okay, so I know I've been on that soapbox for, have I talked 30 minutes? I probably have. So, but not what I wanted to talk about, but I want to touch on this because I don't have a lot of time to say a whole lot more about the completeness of man, marriage. That's what I wanted to talk about. But, being down there in those islands, it kind of opens your eyes to some things. It's, when I go places, I'm looking at this spirit that's oppressing the people, because you can see it. For me, I can see it. And so I have to address that. I got to talk about that, and I have to wake us up to that, because that's my assignment. So we have to wake up to that. Who we are as a people. We are an anointed spiritual people, always have been. And we are anointed by God. And so we can't fall into all of those traps and those snares that they have laid for us. To hate each other, hate your woman, hate your black woman, hate your black man, clutch your purse, be afraid of who we are as a people. They want you to do that. Go off into gangs and selling drugs and doing this and getting into crimes and all of that and go to jail and all of that. And we know that jail is just another form of slavery, where they got all our black men, they locked up. The crimes that they commit versus the crimes that a white man commit, or a man of another color will commit, is the penalty that he's going to get is going to be far, far worse than the penalty that another man would get. Okay. That's by design. I got to keep them down. I got to keep them. I have to destroy them as a people. I got to keep them down. I can't let them wake up. So if I can lock them all up, then I'll do that. If I can kill them all and steal their organs, then I'll do that. If I can, place oppression in the communities, which drives them to sell the drugs, which drives them to gangbangs, and all of that. If I can slap felonies on all of the young brothers, if I can slap felonies on all of them, then they can't get no job. And what it's going to do, it's going to cause a perpetual cycle of them going back to the streets and selling more drugs. And it's this whole cycle continually going on. Crime. I keep them in crime and make them feel so oppressed that they feel like they can't do nothing but crime. That's the cycle. That's the system that's set up by the elite. Yes, it's not a conspiracy. These things are true. So yeah, so I put it in the media, see them, playing the music, living in the big houses and big cars and all that garbage, and half that stuff that they doing, it ain't real. It's rented stuff and, all of that. That ain't even their house. That ain't even their cars. But it's to place an image out there so that you'll see the image and want the image. And so you'll do the things that they're doing in order to get that. But you don't even know half that stuff. Those guys are bent over and they got to do a lot of stuff. They got to do a lot of sexual favors and all kinds of stuff. It's not what it seems. It's not what it appears to be. So you can't even get caught up in that. 'Cause most of that stuff you're looking at is illusions. Hey, Roz. It's all illusions, Most of the stuff you're looking at on the media is not real. It's an illusion. It's deception. It's to deceive you, the biggest consumer, us. It's to deceive us. So you got to wake up to that stuff. None of that stuff is real. You got to walk in righteousness. You got to walk in holiness. That is what's real. You can't get caught up in that garbage. You got to walk in holiness. You got to walk in righteousness, because that's how you tap into who you really are. That's how the chains are really broken, when you walk in holiness, when you walk in the word, walk in holiness. That's what breaks those chains. Nothing else. A program, no, not going to work. How is a program going to break up and destroy 400 years of slavery, 400 years of programming? It's not going to work. You need something more powerful than that. You need something that's going to be supernatural. And you need the Lord Jesus. You need Yeshua. You need Yeshua. All of that. That's the only thing that can break the chains off of the minds of a people. Wake them up as a people, up to their royalty of who they really are. To walk as kings and queens in this earth is to walk in holiness and righteousness. Okay, I'm done. I'll talk about completeness of man, marriage next week. But that's all I got for you guys. I love you. Love you. Love yourselves. Love Yeshua. And wake up. All right. I'll see you guys next Saturday. Bye-bye.